I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in 2006 when I was 53, and ever since that time I've been on a broad range of drugs to control it, and I have to say I'm doing particularly well. I get my treatment from the Swan Practice in Buckingham and go there regularly for blood tests in order to monitor how my condition is.
Good afternoon, Swan Practice, can I help you? I'm looking into the beginning of April now for these sorts of appointments.
Here at the Swan Practice, we're quite a large practice, we've got around 20,000 people. We tend to do between 50 and 60 blood tests per day, and obviously we have other testing as well, and a lot of those people that we see are with long-term conditions.
I'm sure it's absolutely fine.
Obviously a key thing for me is getting the results of my tests, and in the past, before I went online, I had to take a small booklet down to the surgery for one of the nurses to fill out the results of the blood tests. And then I'd have to call back to the surgery a couple of days later and get these all-important results in order to get a snapshot of how my condition was going. Quite frankly, I think that process was certainly a nuisance for me, and I sense it must have been a nuisance for the surgery staff as well.
We started offering patient online access to test results about 6 months ago. We already had a lot of patients looking at various parts of their record online, and this was an additional service that we could offer them.
When I was first able to actually look at my blood test results online, it was fantastic because suddenly I could see the whole scope of my results when it suited me, find out, and that all the information was there. And to my delight, so too was the past tests that I'd had over the previous years of my illness. And that was just an eye-opening experience which really helped me to understand my disease and how I was managing it so much better.
A typical scenario where it would be really useful is a patient comes in to see me, we decide as part of their management plan to do some blood tests, and we have a conversation about how they're going to get those results. I offer them the option of online test access, and then I'll check their record to see if it's already there. If not, I can print them off a simple leaflet straight from my desktop, and I can either sign them up myself or they go out to reception who'll just sign them up.
Okay, what you can do is register for patient access, which means you can look at your results from home at any time of your convenience.
Okay.
I go to a consultant outside the area, so she doesn't have access to my online results. But obviously I do on my iPad, and I take that with me to the consultation, and we can go through any of the results and drill down into them and see all of the results in context there. And that we're finding is working very well.
Some people like Graham are very interested in learning more about what their blood test actually means. We encourage them to look at a website called Lab Tests Online, which is really nicely written for patients, very clear explanations. We have a section on our website, and also the information leaflet we give out when we sign people up explains a bit more detail and sort of where to go to look for more information.
What's changed is that we have far fewer calls from patients asking us to give us information on their test results. Nowadays, they can get their test results online 24/7 from their own homes.
When I first explained to people how to use the online test results, they were quite excited about it. It means they don't have to ring in, they can just sit at home and have a look at them, and also then that they can explore what that result means for them. They find that really useful.
I think online test results is a brilliant idea. It allows people to take ownership of their medical condition. They can see areas that they might want to address themselves. They can look at past test results, so that when they come in for their consultation, they've got a better idea of things that they want to address.
One of the most important things to me about having rheumatoid arthritis is recognising the need to self-manage. And one of the most important tools in my self-management is the results, and having the results online, not only the current results but history, is a fantastic tool for me in that self-management process.